Hello, Kids for Kids Foundation. I'm Paula Head, and I'm with ALSAC St. Jude. But if you remember from last year when I had the privilege of being at your golf tournament, and when I got to speak to you, I got to tell you about my daughter, Carson Elizabeth. Carson was a patient at St. Jude, but she didn't make it. At 9 years and 3 months, she never got to finish her fight with osteosarcoma. And I could not let your golf tournament go by this year without saying how much y'all mean to the families still in the fight at St. Jude. I remember when Robert asked me to come to the golf tournament last year, and it was such an honor. And I'm hoping, fingers crossed, that next year will be different and I can be there in person. But I really could not let it go without saying thank you. Pandemic or no pandemic, families are still in the fight for their children's lives at St. Jude. And as you know, St. Jude families never receive a bill for treatment, travel, housing, or food. But I'm here to tell you that as a mother of a child that I've lost, there's so much more to be done. There's so much more research. You know, St. Jude has brought the overall childhood cancer survival rate to over 80%, which is amazing. But when your daughter falls into that other 20%, or the 1 in 5, that percentage is no longer acceptable. And there has to be more research until we reach 100% survival rate. After being at the golf tournament with y'all last year, I think that y'all, each and every one, also think that that percentage is not acceptable. That's why you're in it with St. Jude, pandemic or no pandemic, because it's that important. Because right now, families are at St. Jude in the fight for their lives, for their children. They're not thinking about the pandemic. They're just worried about their child right now. When I was there last year, y'all raised over $400,000. That's amazing. And I know this year the golf tournament looks different. Not everybody that wanted to participate was able to sign up because of the fewer numbers. This is where I say thank you. Even though you may not get to sign up, your donations that you're still giving are counting. They are helping St. Jude raise that overall childhood cancer survival rate one day to 100%, because you're still in it with St. Jude. I share with you a story that I did not share with y'all at the golf tournament last year when I spoke about my daughter. Carson was inpatient one night getting really rough chemo. She was so sick. We hadn't gotten much sleep, and I had drifted off to sleep holding her hand next to her bed. And I suddenly awoke a little after 2 in the morning. And a thought had come to me in a dream that was so sudden that I had to get up and write it down almost immediately. And it was this: run with the faith of a child so that one day all children may cross the finish line. Some of you are golfing, some of you are not. But all of you are donating because you're helping children cross the finish line for themselves. My sweet Carson Elizabeth never got to finish her race. And I will tell you, as a mother, 9 years and 3 months is never enough to be with your child. Carson Elizabeth's life was cut way too short because of osteosarcoma. That's why I'm here. Because Kids for Kids Foundation is a blessing. It's a blessing to patient families still in the fight. You are a blessing to the kids that have already crossed the finish line. You're a blessing to the kids that will cross the finish line. And yes, you're even a blessing to me, whose child didn't get to cross the finish line. Because in my heart of hearts, I know that one day St. Jude will be the one to raise the overall childhood cancer survival rate to 100%. I'm in it for St. Jude. And right here, after meeting all of you at the golf tournament last year, I know that you're in it for St. Jude too. There's no doubt. I think that y'all are going to hit the numbers that you hit last year. Because I believe. Because my sweet Carson Elizabeth believed. And I know that her dying wish was that no other kids would ever have to go through what she and my family went through and still go through each and every day. So from this St. Jude patient mother, thank you.